All right, guys. So we're back live now. Once again, I'm gonna probably put this on my YouTube because I want you guys to tell me what you guys think. All right, we're gonna make this VR30 versus B58, S58, and N55. We can even say N55, N54. Anybody that's tapping in that was just tapping in on live. I'm sorry, I had a couple of technical difficulties, but this I want you guys to tap in. Daily Q50, come back on the chat. Slow speed. Anybody that want to tell me which one's better, Infinity, and tell me the reason why. Tap in. I'll throw you on a live. So VR30 versus S58, B58, or S58 if you want to. You can even throw in the N54 too if you really want. So tap in. I'm gonna send out a live to Daily Q50. See if I can get him back up because he was talking about it from his experience. My shit. I talk my shit, but I listen to people who actually own the cars and who have both cars. Some of us, like including myself, I've always had Infinities. So I think like, oh, it's a quick car, but I'm never gonna be delusional and think that there's not a better platform than that's out there. Nothing that's astronomically faster. You know what I'm saying? Ride Shack 23 VQ. VQs are dope, but throw some boost at it, the heads lift, or a certain amount of PSI, the heads lift. You know what I'm saying? You got to keep the torque low, that low to mid 400s. And there's people who did low to mid 400s and still have head lift or spun and bearing. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, it's nice that it can make 600 wheel with 450 pounds of torque, but outside of that, you still got to build it. You know what I'm saying? Let me pull over real quick. I'm in Queens, so that's why I cut out. Anybody that wants to tap in and tell me which one's better, the VR30 or the B58? The VR30 or the S58? The VR30 or the S55? Oh, he's unable to join. He's probably a little bit busy right now. But guys, tell me, tap in. Let me pull over. I want to pull over, but I'm in Queens right now. Let me see. I have a question. Why does the VR30 not pop and crackle after downpipe and catback installed? Because that's not how the car is tuned from factory. If the car was tuned with that delayed ignition or whatever, or delayed timing, it can do so. The BMW or Mercedes guys got it designed that way to do it from factory. B58 is a far superior than the VR30. The B58 is just a better, I think, lineage-wise, it's just literally a better, more revised inline-six motor. That's it with a turbo. It's just better. Like BMW knows what they're doing. They learned from the N54. They learned from the N55. So once they designed the B58, they were like, all right, we know what we're doing. And even with the B58, that has revised versions also. Let's keep it 100. The VR30 has not been revised yet. You guys know that, right? BMW always try to make their technology better because usually they're running into issues, right? But the VR30 is still the same motor. Nothing has changed. I want to pull over. Give me a second. It's like no parking in Queens. I want to pull over and talk with you guys. If you guys want to come in, you're mad at your boy Boost, tap in with me, hit the live. I'll throw you on live. You tell me what's better, the VR30 or the B58, the VR30 or the S55. Because I'm telling you right now, mod for mod, BMW B58, S58, or S55 is better than the VR30. Tap in if you want to jump on the live and talk your shit. I ain't mad at you. Yo, there's really no way to pull over. Like, it's like all terrible over here. Let me see what else. Let me see who else is here. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Good morning. I'm choosing violence this morning. I'm a VR30 owner. I'm in a VR30. I love my Q60. I love my Q50. But I'm not going to be delirious. Gonna VQ better than both. Boosted stock turbo N54 can't keep up with the VR30 stock turbo, and I will agree with you. Mod for mod. Whoa, this dude about to kill me. Mod for mod, the N54 versus the VR30, the N54 will lose. But after a certain modification, like upgraded turbos, the N55 is going to destroy. Repeat, it's going to destroy. The VR30. Why wouldn't it? It will destroy it. It's already a lighter chassis. If it's in a 335 or 435, whatever. Not 435. It's not in the 4 Series. It's better after a certain point. What about bear with me? Hey man, BMW already. How you make a restport make piping noise? I'm not answering those questions right now. Anyone typing in the comments right now, tell me what you think. Let me pull over, man. let me really pull over because it's like literally nowhere for me to pull over. Like New York City has literally no parking ever. Everything is terrible freaking parking. If anybody want to come and tap in with me, because I had a couple of you guys who were trying to tap in with me about the whole, I'm gonna pull over right here. I bet you she's pulling out when I'm pulling in. Bear with me, guys. Let me pull over so I give you guys my undivided. This guy wants this parking spot? Oh, that's a bus stop. Chill. Y'all can have that. Bear with me, guys. Bear with me. This whole thing's a bus stop. What about this right here? That's not a bus stop. Bear with me, guys. I'm going to pull over. We're going to talk a little bit. And I'm going to answer you guys' questions. I'm going to give you guys a half an hour. Bear with me. Tap in. Good morning to everybody. All right. Let me pull over. Damn. I just got some new tires on the Q60 too, so the car feels so much more better. I finally got rid of the run flats. Oh, my God. Woo! All right. Tap in. I'm a VR30 and have a Q60, but the M3, M4, yeah, yo. M3, M4, S55. Anyone that's watching, mod for mod, the VR30 cannot compete. Now, shout out to Deli Q50. He stated that from digs is a different scenario. But if you go to the track, once again, mod for mod, the the S55 platform will still be quicker at the track and mile per hour. It's still a better motor, better drive line. Now, everyone likes to argue though the whole B58 versus VR30 thing. Guys, tell me what you think. I'm saying mod for mod, it is still a better drive line. I'm not saying it's astronomically better that the B58 is supposed to shit on the VR30. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is they're going to, as Daily Q50 said, they will be similarly matched, but the B58 will be better. Go to my page, sell your shit. I get what you mean. I see a stock turbo B58 keep up with a pure turbo. If you go full fucking send on a stock turbo B58 before you do a turbo upgrade, depending on the tuner for the pures, depending on what they're running, if they're running, because it has to be mod for mod. So it doesn't make sense. Like mod for mod, the B58 will be better. I'm not talking about you have to put pure turbos, and you're running 93 versus a pure turbo N55 or 90 on E85. No, it has to be mod for mod, fuel for fuel. But I feel like the VR30 is better because it's a baby GTR. Basically, it's a derivative of the VR, yes. But there's still going to be limits within that. I'm going to buy an M badge after I'm done with the Q. The Q50 wasn't made to beat M cars, which is true. So that's why I'm like, it's nice that as a car guy, like, yeah, I like the fact that punching above, being an underdog. And I think that the VR30 definitely gives you that. Yes, it can make 500 wheel horsepower with E30, E50. That's pretty good power. That's a stage 1 or tune only M3 or downpipe and tune only S55, right? B58s, make that from fucking factory. I mean, S58, sorry. S58s, the new M3, M4 is dynoing 480, 490, 500 wheel from factory. So that means you're going to need to be E85, high pressure, low pressure fuel pump, E50, bolt-ons, heat exchanger, just to keep up with a stock freaking S58. Come on, man. Get rid of the C63 and get a B58. Nah. No. I'm gonna throw you guys some knowledge. The C63, the M177 is way more superior than the S55, and I would say damn near even the S58, because we have to see what S58 is. You throw upgraded turbos on the M177 in my C63, stock motor. It's a closed deck V8. People are doing 850 wheel, almost 900 pounds of torque to the wheel on stock motor and stock transmission. It's just that people are scared of breaking things, but the people who have done it, 800 to 850 wheel horsepower, 900 pounds of torque, stock motor, stock trans. What S58? I mean, what S55 is doing that? They got to change their crank hub for a little over 550 wheel horsepower, pounds of torque, because their crank hub spins. That's me talking shit on the M cars too, because people think that I'm out here trying to make BMW cars are just better, blah, blah, blah. No, I'm telling you, at the end of the day, the VR30 is dope. We know that. It's a good car. It's a very affordable car. But at the end of the day, it has its limitations. And when you compare it to a B58, it's going to be similar. But at the end of the day, what we all love a good love-hate relationship between the brands. I love it. What? Why y'all guys don't love it? I love it, but don't get emotional. When that dude cursed me out, that had a S55, and I had my C63. He cursed me the fuck out. I thought he was gonna get out the car and beat my ass. Like, that's how I felt, because that's how pissed off he was. But I'm from Brooklyn and Queens, so that's how we talk too. But I'm like, damn, yo, and I can see that there's a rivalry. You know what I'm saying? Remember when Boost said B58 is better than the VR30? Crazy times. Yo, how is that crazy times? It's a better drive line. It's more. The B58 that they have out currently, the specific model that they have out now, is one of the best B58s. What's the problem with that? Why you guys can't understand that? What if the VR30 is revised in the 400Z? That's what I would love to see. I would love to see them revise the VR30. They could probably make it even better. Better injectors. Maybe they design the rods and pistons to be better. It all depends on what they choose to do. And today, guess what? Remember, today is the release of the 400Z today. So I'm going to go live on my YouTube, and I'm going to try my best to watch it or StreamYard it or whatever. We'll see what we can do. But we're going to see what's going to happen. I tell you what, BMWs can make power, but the VR30 can pretty be. Yes. The VR, when you talk about, I'm talking about mod for mod gaining power. But if you're talking about reliability and living with the car, yes, the Q50, Q60 is a better platform. I don't know about the newer B58s. I'm not talking about the 2016 or 2017, 2018 ones. I'm talking about like the newer B58s. They're pretty reliable. But you can't compare that to a VR30 that's been out since 2016. So at the end of the day, yes, the VR30 technically is more reliable. Shout out to everybody in chat. S58 smokes the VR30, 100%. Daily Q50, yo, if you're still in the chat, jump back in. Yes. Sorry, man. Sorry I had you waiting. 25. Come up to the stage. Duke Daily Q50, because you're part of the people that runs the set.
Hey, what's up?
What's going on, everybody? So anyone that doesn't know, this is Daily Q50. Go add him at Daily Q50. All right. One of the fastest of VR30 Q50s out there. But anyways, go, brother. Tell me what you think. Sorry that we got cut off earlier.
All I'm gonna say, what is the fastest stock turbo B58 has been? Not as fast as VR30.
I would stock turbo, not upgraded turbo. Stock turbo,
yeah.
Okay, I will give you. You're right. I agree. But I would say is a lot of people aren't really building those cars or going to the track. I would say that too. Would you agree?
Like Pasha's car, right? I mean, same for VR30s. Not everybody just wants to go full send on stock turbo. People just want downpipe and 93 tune and run 11.4. Let's take for example Pasha's M340. He ran a 10.8 with math and everything, and VR30s don't even use math. Now stock turbos, most people don't even run math on VR30s. So just ethanol and a better flowing exhaust. Here's the thing. The Qs from factory are made for more comfort. They don't have a suspension like the B58. They don't have the exhaust like the B58 has.
Yes.
That's where the price difference comes in. And honestly, if you put it on equal footing, the cars make the same, like they run similar mile an hour. They run very similar times.
Yes,
like a stock turbo.
He tried like 128, like 120. I think it was like a 10.89 at 128 or something like that, right?
Yeah, there's a stock turbo rear-wheel drive Q60 in Puerto Rico. You know how horrible weather is in Puerto Rico for drag racing. He trapped 129 mile an hour on stock turbos.
Mm-hmm. They got some good air down there.
So the cars literally, like, they're very comparable. That's why the beef is going to be fun, because once the Z comes out, you can finally compare VR30 in the Z to the Supras. Yeah. So it's all fun, but the thing is, the B58 dudes stink because they have a Forged internals, and because they have a ZF8, which is like the lowest stream ZF8 that you can get out there. It is at 650 foot-pounds of torque, it starts slipping. The 7-speed doesn't even slip at 650 foot-pounds of torque. The motor won't take it, but the transmission takes it. It has a weaker torque converter, and the valve body, it has cavitation issues. But once you overfill the transmission, it runs. The dudes just ran 10.3 on pure turbo stock transmission Q60.
And I would say also we don't even have any TCM tuning yet.
Yeah, once the TCM tuning rolls out, and you can actually tune it, like I said, from factory, it was comfort oriented. So once you take that out of the equation, it's going to be much quicker. It's definitely going to affect the quarter mile times and the roll times. And the tuning is around the corner because they already cracked the TCM. So
I agree.
We'll see. That's what I'm saying. Like, I got both cars, and they're very, very comparable.
Exactly. And that's what I'm saying. But if there was more people like us in the B58 platform, I think it'll be doing a lot of its numbers. But like you said earlier, reliability is still sketchy. You know what I'm saying? Also, like you said, my fault about that. I'm sorry about that. Also, on top of that, the electronic dip that comes in the B58, a lot of that M stuff goes into the DNA of the 340s now. So that's what gives it the edge. But all I'm saying is, mod for mod, if you take both of these cars and start throwing it, like you said, it'll be similar times. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
And Infinity guys, like, they really hate BMW.
Let's say at 700 horsepower, both cars are going to end up being built because both cars are time bombs at that horsepower. So I'm not talking, not saying that, oh, you know, torque kills, whatever. You have to have boost, you have to have timing, you have to have torque to make that amount of horsepower. So at around 700, both cars are in borrowed times, and if you want to keep pushing it, you're going to end up building both of them. Like the B58 transmission, if you want to get the 800 plus horsepower transmission that handles over 800 horse, you're going to drop significantly more money than you would on a VR30 transmission. So it racks up. So that's why I was looking, like, because I was looking at ways I can modify my 340, and I was like, hey, I can do a couple of similar things, but if I want to go full send, like proper port injection manifold, it's like $3,000, and you just
that's more expensive than what we're paying.
Yeah,
that's more expensive because drop bear porting is about, I think, $1,800. So there's gonna be also the German tax you pay for modification too. So I realized that also when going into this Mercedes C63 platform. But also, at the end of the day, when someone's talking about one stock, confirm this. Yeah, one stock F30, same thing, like what Daily Q said, one stock F30, once he got like 750 or 700, he had to build a transmission. And then after that, build the rods and pistons on his motor too. His car's no joke. Same thing for Daily Q50's car, man. It's basically a 9-second car on the street. You basically got a 9-second car on the street.
The only difference right now between mine and his car is that he's running a big turbo, and I'm running a stock frame turbo.
Yes.
If I throw like G25 550s on it, the car is gonna make 900 horsepower.
Yes, it is. It's gonna take it.
And it's already doing a 2.5 no prep. So it's about 2.223 with prep. 0 to 60. So
Jesus Christ.
But the thing is, hey, we got the all-wheel drive controller coming, and seems like there's not an option for the 340s. So, or just, you know, the all-wheel drive B58s in general, at least for now. So maybe there will be one, but the all-wheel drive controller puts in a good amount of work. So we'll see.
I think it's going to take some time for the B58 to catch up with the aftermarket support of the VR30. That's just really it. Even though it's been out for about the same time frame, it's just that people don't want to break those cars. They don't. They don't break them.
They have more. So they have more turbo options, and they have a port injection. Like once we get port injection, that's gonna be serious. Plus, I think the porting of heads and stuff like that is kind of sketchy in the VR30. Oh, you can add Turbo P on it, Parash.
Turbo P want to be added?
Yeah. He's the selling all the VR30 goodies.
Come up. I'm gonna let Turbo P come up too. You don't have to click off. I think it should be able to add him too. What's going on? Got everybody in the chat. Good morning, everybody.
Okay, you guys are letting me eat my Taco Bell.
Oh, wow, what'd you say, bro?
I'm trying to eat this Taco Bell, dude.
You eating Taco Bell? What are y'all talking about, man? What's going on, Boost? What's going on,
man? Good morning, everybody. So
good morning.
I'm upset because Infinity guys, as myself, I'm an Infinity guy. People don't like the fact that I say mod for mod, BMW S58, B58, or even S55 mod for mod are better than ours, than our platform.
And
What do you
our
think?
what mod for mod with stock turbo or
Mod
upgraded
for
turbo?
mod,
Because
mod for mod. Then if you want to go to stock turbo upgraded, same
I don't
thing.
know. I don't know about stock turbos, bro. I don't know about stock turbos because look, mod for mod, I think Qs are better. VR30 is better mod for mod. The only
What,
reason
B58?
it's mod for mod, yes, for stock turbo, absolutely.
I still can't agree.
Why not?
I stock like pure stock turbo. I mean, not pure stock turbo, but stock turbos from factory.
Yeah,
Kelly, can you chime in? Tell me what you think. Just our dyno curve, just the way our cars put down the performance. I don't think it's the same.
So
It's similar, but the B58 should just be better. Just looking at it, even looking at a dyno graph. But I
exactly
do
at the
it,
dynograph,
but
right?
that doesn't
You look at the
translate to.
dynograph.
But that
Stock.
doesn't translate to the real world, though. I agree with you. It doesn't
Oh
translate to
yeah,
the real.
I'll tell you the
no,
real world, right?
not at all. I mean,
So
you got to think, bro. Our cars are a lot heavier. Like we're talking about mod to mod races, right? Our cars have 300 to 400 pounds on the on B58s, and most of the races that I've seen, we are literally side to side or beating those 340s. Let's talk about 340s. Let's talk about 240s or Supras, anything like that, right? I mean, that's different. But 340s, M340Is, whatever, with B58s versus a VR30Q. I mean, bro, there's no comparison. Unless they're running meth, that's different, right? But we don't run meth. We don't have a lot of cars that do meth.
so
So
so the Puerto Rican car, right? The one that did
yeah,
129 was on math, not even tuned by any of the big tuners. It tuned by Predator Performance, given they work with
right.
AMS and stuff. But the car was stock turbos and on in 85 weather.
His European
He
internet
had
sucks.
Q60,
Let's say,
which
go
is
ahead. God damn it!
I actually
Overseas.
talked to Jake about it yesterday.
Come on,
Come on,
Huh?
Mikhail. I thought Europe was supposed to have better internet, man.
he's overseas.
I know that's what I said. I thought Europe was supposed to have better internet than us.
God damn it! God damn it, dude. We need the information. You got both cars, man.
Yeah, he said the Puerto Rico is running meth, and then it's gone.
Tap out and then tap back in. Tap out and tap back in. Because people are picking on me because I said looking at a dyno graph, right? I know that doesn't translate to the real world because there's so much other factors on top of that. But they still also have more top end power than us too. I would agree.
On meth, not on 93, not on
On E50,
E85.
once you go on E30, E50, then it's a way better scenario.
Okay.
But I'm saying mod for mod as you continue to go up the ladder. I still think, in my opinion, the B58 is better. Some people are also saying the S55 is better. As we could compare with S55, and I'm like, who the hell is
You
saying
can't compare with S55
S55?
though, bro. No.
But
You
people
can't
are saying
compare
that too. I
S55.
don't
I'm sorry.
understand that. They're bugging. I think they're just
No,
trolling at this
no.
point, saying that S55 we can hang with S55s. No, we can't.
That's
And
a M motor. That's an M motor. We're not in the same league as a S55. We're not. You know, our cars are not designed to go against M cars. That's
Exactly.
why our cars are $40,000, $50,000, M,
Yes.
or like 80, 90, 100,000. Like it's completely different, bro.
Is my shit good or no?
Yeah, you're good. You're good. You're
Yeah, it's
good.
good
My
enough.
internet is F right now. So what I was gonna say, I talked to Jake about it, right? The 700 foot-pounds of torque, crazy shit that B58s do at like 3,000 RPM. That torque is completely unusable. I mean, they launch at 3,000, so the moment that they launch, it goes down. If they don't have traction, they're gonna spin. If they have traction, it's gonna like split of a second, and all that torque is gone. See how with VR30s tuners are now bringing the torque out mid-range for about and make 570, 580 foot-pounds of torque on stock turbos, actually where it's usable. And if you see at the curve itself, a lot of VR30s whole actually make over 450 on E85, not even meth. On just E85, make over 450 wheel horsepower at 7,000 RPM, which is longer gearing, and the power stays there longer. So a lot of B58s on like their ethanol tunes fall under that. So
way under, way under.
yeah,
And that's what I was saying. Like when you said like when it got ramped up, if they're not using meth. Now, if they're using meth, it's a little bit different. But if they're not using meth, mod to mod on stock turbos, bro. VR30 is a better motor. Power band at least.
Better motor.
Also, Brian.
Power band was.
He did a
now if we got closed up, that's
miles
different.
an hour on 93.
I didn't hear you. You said 120 what on 93?
He was full downpipes and 93. The VR30 swap Z. He did 125 mile, 11.3 on the street at 125 mile an hour on 93. Supras run like 126, 127.
Well, you know,
that was Brian, right?
Yeah.
Telling you, the 400Z is going to be something else, guys.
Repeat that. Say again.
I'm saying the 400Z is going to be something else.
It's going to be nice as long as that ECU is not locked. Now, that's one thing I'm very interested in is that everything coming out 2021 and above are coming out with locked ECUs, right? Like the Qs, even the BMWs and everything like that. Like, what's going to happen with this car? Are they going to lock the ECU, or are they going to make it tuner friendly?
It's probably going to be locked just like the 2021 models. But didn't Hussein just recently crack that with somebody?
Yes, with HP tuners. They're working on it, and hopefully it's going to be out soon, bro. It's going to be nice for all the 2021 owners.
I'm still going to stick firm because people mad at me already. I feel like I don't see heads up races. Like, it's always some mixture of this guy got E30, this guy got boosting, this guy got upgraded turbo. I've never really seen heads up races with anybody. And I think we're just going back and forth about it. Like, hey, man, BMWs are better, Infinities are better. It's just frustrating.
Bro, I think people are mad at you because you started fucking swinging for BMW, bro.
I'm not saying it. I'm saying it has a better drive line. That's all I'm saying.
Let me ask you a question. Why is that the BMW?
It's like room for the wrong team.
On S55. And
you're an our team, Boots.
Huh?
So you're an our team, bro. Are you gonna root for the other one?
100% on our team. But I just don't like the hate, bro. I just hate when people like hate on certain things they don't understand. Like, as much as
I don't think it's hate. It's a very strong rivalry, is what I would say, rather than hate. I mean, some people hate, but that's different, you know. But it's a fun rivalry.
That's what I'm saying, and I think we should keep it that way. But motherfuckers get emotional. Like, I get hate from the BMW owner because I got an Infinity, and then I also get hate from the BMW because I got a Mercedes. And it's like, what the fuck? I'm getting it 2 times now. No matter where I go.
That's why we're having a little fun with people, because the B58 dudes or just BMW dudes think that their cars are untouchable, which they're not. Literally, BMW is like a freaking Toyota of Germany, and they make some nice cars, they make some quick cars, but they're not like BMW doesn't even have a dedicated sports car. We're talking like that Porsche, you know. They just don't make them. They're quick sedans, quick coupes. So they're good where they're at, but the guys are talking about like they're freaking GTRs. You know what I mean? They're not. But if I didn't respect the platform, I
really want to get some BMW guys in. I really want to get some BMW guys in here, man. I mean, I got daily Q50s and BMW guys, but I still want like a couple of B58 guys to jump into the chat, man. Like, I will love it, because at the end of the day, I feel as if right now, not feel, fuck that. I think that what we're doing right now is like having our own echo chamber, because we're all VR30 guys, but I would love for these guys to defend their points. So if anybody has a B58, S55, or even an S58, Jesus Christ, even if you got a S58, hop into the chat. I'll have a conversation with you, because at the end of the day, yo, people really mad at me, man. Like, I'm getting emotional. I'm about to cry. No, I'm not going to cry. I'm not going to fucking cry. But shout out to Turbo P too. Shout out to Turbo P. If you guys don't know him, go check out his IG. Sells a lot of parts in the community. Definitely part of the community. Also, Daily Q50. Also, heavy guy in the community. One of the fastest cars, Q50s out there represented for the VR30 team. And you know what? I believe we just need more coverage of guys like Daily Q50 and Boost Fiend beating some top tier cars, because nobody wants to respect these cars. Like 340's got respect now because they've been putting in work on the streets. But if it wasn't really for just another and one stock F30, nobody would have really cared for 340s. Just being honest with you. Tell me what you guys think.
I mean, that's a fact. And if it wasn't for the Supras having multiple shops and big shout outs at the track all the time,
that's true.
Who would have known about the platform? You know what I mean? You would have.
That is true. That is true.
Drop should be good. Oh, what's up, Jose? Jose's in the chat.
I got Boost Fiend in the chat. Boost Fiend, I need to come up on the live if I could get you on the live, man. I don't know how much people I could get in here, but I need the kings in here. I need the kings in the chat to beat me up and get me and correct me. Because the Boost Fiend, if you're tapping in right now, I'm pretty much making a debate. Mod for mod, is the B58 better than the VR30?
There you go. Yo, what it do, boy?
Yo, what up?
Good morning. Good morning.
What's going on, boys?
Hey, tell him about these B58, bro.
A lot of 340 talk. What's going on?
I need a spanking. Everybody's mad at me because I'm saying mod for mod, the B58 is better than the VR30. So everybody need to come and beat my ass. Tell me what you think.
340 mod for mod? I don't think so. I mean, we're gonna have to start getting into the M's to really go head to head. That's where I'm at with that.
So
there's a reason why.
Go ahead.
Sorry, let me say this. There's a reason why S motors come with 2 turbos.
That's right. That's why they got 2 high pressure fuel pumps too.
Yep, same thing. Once we start getting some real turbos,
you already
on
made some, yeah, you already made some valid points. I'm not gonna go about talking about what you already mentioned, but our cars, everybody's gotta understand they weren't built for what we're doing, right? They were built for comfort, with a little bit of performance in mind, and that's the bottom line.
The same thing. I think the same thing that the body was mentioning when he tried to run some times in his M340. He's like, these cars don't leave good. He was saying compared to the Supra, you literally throw a drag pack, downpipe, and E50, and the Supras are cutting.
Yeah.
The 340s are getting
the internet connection again.
Pull over real quick.
60 foot.
All right. Bear with me, guys. So you're saying that the S55 will be a better comparison?
I'll tune in just a minute. I'll send a request. I got
mod for mod.
Okay, cool. So what you were saying, Boost Fiend?
I'm just saying, in my opinion, mod for mod, the VR30 I think has it over the 340.
Okay, I'm gonna just take my ass beat. It is what it is. I had to have you guys come up to beat my ass. Okay, it is what it is.
But we're trying to beat your ass, bro. Because
Wait, hold on. Somebody get a lot of wind noise here. We're dying. So if you got the wind noise, just tap out. But with Turbo P, you were saying something?
Yeah. We're not here to beat your ass or anything like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, we heard what you said. Everybody heard what you said. It's like 100 people in this chat right now. Everybody heard what you said, and I just don't think that's correct, right? That's basically what I'm trying to say. Like, mod for mod, 340s will not take a Q50. Now, if we go upgraded turbos, blah 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 blah. That's a different place, different things, right? I mean, the biggest advantage that B58 has is it comes closed deck board internals, and it's straight 6 versus our cars. It's just too hard to work on. Upgraded turbos, we gotta take the friggin' engine out, all of that nonsense, right? And I just feel like B58s have a better support than the VR30 community. That's why it's more advanced versus ours. Like, if we had the same support that B58s had, I think it would be completely different.
I agree with you there. I agree with you there. Because you can go E50 on stock fuel system in a B58. You know what I'm saying? But with us, we got to still at least do a low pressure fuel upgrade to go
Right.
E50. You
Right.
know what I'm saying? So I get that part. I completely agree with you.
I think hopefully with like future revisions, like we're gonna get that. Like this how B58's got the TU pump and everything like that. Like I think we may hopefully get bigger high pressure fuel pumps, bigger injectors, hopefully bigger turbos. You know, I mean, I'm looking forward to this Z, bro. Like I'm really looking forward to it. I hope Nissan kills it with this, and if not, like it's gonna be rough.
We have to wait and see what happens today, man. I guess we're all gonna know what Nissan's doing.
Hey, it's gonna be a Nissan.
There'll be a
You're gonna
couple
have to
of
build
hurdles.
it at 700. I guarantee you.
I can't wait.
Repeat that.
Is my shit lagging?
No, Jose.
I know Boost Fiend is tapping out, so he can probably have to tap back in.
Is it better now?
Nope, I see nothing but circles. I'm getting dizzy. But I agree with you. You know what? Thank you for the correction though. Like, because at the end of the day, you know what I need to see? I just need to see equally matched 340s versus equally matched Q50s. That's just what it is. There's always some weird alteration between the two. That's just what I've always see that. So you'll see a 93 pump Q50 versus an E50 B58. Like, what is that? You know that's not a good
it's always
comparison.
mismatched. All right,
Yeah, your signal's tapping out too, brother. God damn it. New York is being weird as hell. I had to move from where I was at to the signal was terrible. I just need to see that.
Man. Florida signal is amazing. I'm just saying.
Yeah, you haven't cut up yet. You've been perfectly good this whole time. Me, I've been tapping in, tapping out.
No, I'm home too though, so it's different. Like I'm on the Wi-Fi, you know.
Okay. So what I'm gonna have to do is, I don't know if I'm ever gonna be able to be E50 on my car because my flex fuel kit's supposed to come in soon for this car. So I'm gonna try to have Hussein retune me on E30, but I would have to push E50, and I really don't want to do high pressure fuel pump on this car at all. So we'll just have to wait and see, because everybody that lives in New York City are all E50. Everybody that's a B58 is all E50. So unless a couple of people that's in the chat that's E50 on stock turbo, maybe I could set up some runs with slow speed, just another 340i, and there's a couple of other B58s on E50 out here that I could probably set it up, and you know,
that would be good, bro.
so let's do that.
Like VR30 versus B58 shootout.
You know what? Why don't we, boost season is on its way, man. So why don't we set up a track day? Get everybody that's interested in running and bring them out. Set them up. You know what? You can line them up in the pits. You can go mod for mod, make it as close as possible, and you get them up there. And
that's
when that green light drops, then we're going to see what's up.
Yeah, people are going to be capping on the mods, though, man. You already know.
You'll never get anybody that's 100 on one of their mods. You're always going to get somebody that's trying to hide something because they want the edge. You know, that's racing. It's always going to be like that. But you know what? Generally, you can figure out what they have and what they don't.
Yeah, I mean, you're going to run the dragy and compare. You're going to have track times to compare, and you're going to know if a stock turbo car is running 131 mile an hour. It's definitely not stock turbo.
I agree with that.
I could probably set that up in Florida too, man. There's a lot of BMW guys down here, a lot of VR30 guys down here. I could probably set that up too. So any Florida guys watching, hit me up. We can set up a track day, B58 or BMW versus Infinity, mod for mod.
Yo,
mod for mod, set it up. Let's do it.
I need to see this happen. I need to see this happen. All right. So I'm going to tap out with you guys. I appreciate everyone who came up to the stage today, man. Shout out to Turbo Pete. Shout out to Boost Fiend. Shout out to Daily Q50. The first thing, we got like the two fastest Q50's in the chat. Like, what the? This is amazing, man. Thank you,
year,
guys.
it's the year of the VR30. So everybody
Yeah,
listening
man.
in the chat, you better just keep your eyes wide open because shit's about
Somebody
to go down.
RS3
Yeah,
full of
yeah, a lot of stuff is coming for sure. It'll be interesting.
Yeah, but I'm gonna tap out with you guys. So anybody just hit them up, hit up Turbo P, hit up Boost Fiend, and hit up the other Q50, man. They all got the knowledge here. I'm not the only person out here. Plus, I need to come and get a spanking from my brothers in the VR30 community. All right.
All
But
right,
I'm gonna
man.
tap out.
Always
You
a
guys have
And
a
I
pleasure.
good day, all
appreciate it.
right?
I'll catch you guys later.
Appreciate
Peace
it.
out.
Thank you.